Yo, what's good guys? Welcome back to another video. And today we speak about the Game Week 11 Premier League matches and we predict them as well. Let's get straight into it. We have Fulham versus Manchester United. Now, in my opinion, this will be a tight game. So let's start with Fulham. They've been not bad so far. I would say Polina managed to secure a draw in their last game, and that last game was against Brighton. And on to Manchester United, they are struggling quite a bit, to be fair. Hoyland is looking pretty good so far, and they lost, unfortunately. Man City 3-0, they are getting dominated. So something needs to change there, and my prediction is going to be a 1-1 draw between these two. Now we move on to Brentford versus West Ham. Now another tight game that will happen is this one right here. So let's start with Brentford. They're doing not bad, and Mbeumo is such a good player, very underrated in my opinion. And they beat Chelsea, which is pretty crazy. On to West Ham. They're doing fairly okay. I feel like they need a new number 9 top instead of Antonio, because Antonio, he's good with his head, and he's kind of like a hold-up striker because he's good like physically, but I feel like they need someone better in that position, kind of younger as well, who has a lot of potential. And Keita has been a fantastic player for that team this season. He's been playing really well. I see this game ending in a 2-2 draw as well. We move on to Manchester City versus Bournemouth. Man City will have fun in this game with like without a doubt they will have a lot of fun in this game. Let's start with Man City. I mean, this team is incredible. As you guys all know, Haaland placed second in the Ballon d'Or rankings behind Messi, who won the Ballon d'Or, his 8th Ballon d'Or. I see them winning the league again, possibly. On to Bournemouth. The team is struggling. They have one single win in this season, and it's a tough season for them. I see them getting battered by this Man City team, and my prediction is going to be a 5-0 win for Manchester City. We have Sheffield versus Wolves. Another game that will be tight, in my opinion. So let's start with Sheffield. They are doing horrible, if I'm being honest. Not a single win in the Premier League this season, and they are finding it hard in the Prem for sure. On to Wolves, doing a pretty decent job, unbeaten in the last 5 games as well. And Neto is injured, which is a huge blow for the club. My prediction is going to be a 3-1 win for Wolves. And we move on to Burnley versus Crystal Palace. To be fair, I don't know where this game is gonna go, like which way, but let's start with Burnley. First, another team that is struggling. Company needs to figure something out because something just isn't working there, and maybe find some tactic that might work just them a bit. On to Crystal Palace, the not bad team. I always say almost every single video, as is a baller, and I mean he is, obviously, and I expect them to win this game, and I see this game being a 2-1 win for Crystal Palace. Now the next game will be Everton versus Brighton. It will be a good game, so let's start with Everton. They are doing not too bad actually. They managed to get a huge win against West Ham, which was a 1-0 win. Very good defensive performance in that game. On to Brighton, team that is very good, playing such good football. And a player that I really like watching is Mitoma. The guy's just so good at dribbling. And I see this game ending in a 2-0 win to Brighton. Now we have Newcastle versus Arsenal. The biggest game, or one of the biggest games of the week. Let's start with Newcastle, picking up their form slowly, unbeaten in the last 5 games, but they are missing their main goal scorer, Isak. And on to Arsenal, they are doing great. Arteta has done a fantastic job at the club, and this team's one of the 2 teams still unbeaten in the Premier League. And I see Arsenal winning this game 2-1. Now we have Nottingham Forest versus Aston Villa. I see Villa winning this game. Let's start with Forest. Forest are struggling. They need to find some form soon because they might like drop into the like relegation zone. They're in 16th place currently onto Aston Villa. They are balling, playing such good football. Unai Emery has transformed the team, and my prediction is going to be a 3-0 win for Aston Villa. Now we move on to Luton Town versus Liverpool. Liverpool will thrash them, my opinions. Let's start with Luton Town, newly promoted team. They are struggling, as I say for many teams, but a lot of teams are struggling. They lost to Aston Villa 3-1. Onto Liverpool, they are doing very, very well. Nunes is slowly finding his form. This team honestly has a chance at winning the Premier League. They just need to keep getting the results, and I see Liverpool winning this game 3-0. Now we move into the biggest game of this game week or match day, whatever you want to call it. So it's gonna be Tottenham versus Chelsea. Let's start with Tottenham. They are doing very well, unbeaten in the league currently. North London clubs are unbeaten, both Spurs and Arsenal. And Spurs are top of the league and playing some solid football, like I have to admit, honestly. To Chelsea, they're still struggling and they're finding it the score and missing out on Nkunku as he is injured, I believe. And my prediction is going to be a 3-1 win for Tottenham. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. Don't forget to drop a like. Comment down below your predictions and I will check them out for sure. Don't forget to subscribe as well. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.